Kalala Yamla Yahweh Basham Yahushai Basham Kakodash. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect. Alright, this year is Amma One from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad. Coming back again, to do another lesson. And the name of this lesson is the scripture says at the end it shall speak. What's your excuse? You understand? Scripture say at the end it shall speak. That fact. Now read that. Book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Scripture says at the end it shall speak. Right? What is your excuse? We in the end. Right? We in the end. And next proof that we in the end. Daniel 12 verse 4, it says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Meaning technology going on have a great, in the end, we're going to have a great increase in the way things used to be. Information and whatnot, technology. Many shall run to and fro, like with the transportation and whatnot. Going back and forth, to taking about half an hour to reach a place what would have taken days to reach from back then, due to what? The motor cars, the airplanes, the boats, the speed boats now, that all them different of that thing, because engines make and all of that. And in the time of the end, the book would have been sealed for the time of the end, and we see knowledge increase. So that means the book open. The book of Daniel, Revelation chapter 22 and verse I read from verse 9. It says, then said he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book, worship the Most High. And he said unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. The time is at hand. Those seal the sayings of the prophecies of the book. The book open. Revelation chapter 5, the book open. Right? Revelation chapter 5. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because that no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, had prevailed to open the book, and to loose the 7 seals thereof. The Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, which is Yahushai. Okay? He opened the book, he unsealed the book. The prophecies, the understandings, he unsealed that. Alright? He unsealed it, and now we know the full thing. Even the apostle the letter had to say that, hey, they know more than the apostles and them of old. Because now we understand the full thing. Right? We know what the mark of the beast is. Revelation 13 verse 16. We understand that because it's right there in we face now. Right? And watch it. The book of Acts chapter 18 and verse 1 says, after these things Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy, with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. Let me look up, why did Claudius tell all Jews to depart from Rome? Let me look up that. Oh, something I was watching, reading this. What is that I was reading this? Oh, right. I was reading that today. Right. Okay, right. Why did Claudius command all Jews to before that? Right. The final I download. I'm gonna make sure and find it. I'll pause the video first. Right. So hey, I found it after some digging up, you know. Right, so now this is a good article here. This web page reproduces one of the lives of the 12 Caesars by C. Suetonius Tranquillus, published in the Leb Classic Library 1914. The text is in public domain. Suetonius, the lives of the Caesars, the life of Claudius. Now this is section 35 in it. Right? Section 25 in it. Salakia. Okay. Section 25. Right? Yeah. So this dealing with the life of Claudius. Now remember we just read that Claudius expelled all the Jews from Rome. So this is what it's saying about him here, but we will get to the point, right? Read from about ready for the last full stop. Right. I read from here, right? It says he allowed right. So I read from here where it says he allowed, right? It says he allowed the people of Ilium perpetual exemption from tribute on the ground that they were the founders of the Roman race. Reading and so you see, they say they were because the real actual Romans were Japhites, but these Edomites came into play. Alright? They pushed out the Japhites. Okay? Reading an ancient letter of the Senate and people of Rome written in Greek to King Seleucus, in which they promised him their friendship and alliance only on condition that he should keep their kinfolk of Ilium free from every burden. Here's the point. It says, since the Jews constantly made disturbances at the instigation of Christus, he expelled them from Rome. And that Christus going into Yahushai. Okay? Because you see, what going on? I read it over. It says, since the Jews constantly made disturbances about the instigation of Christus, he expelled them from Rome. They read it here in the scriptures. It says, Acts 18 verse 1, after these things Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy, with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. Why did he command all Jews to depart from Rome? Because they were stirring things up for Yahushai. The Israelites who wake up, just like the ones on them who on the highways and the byways now. So you men and them out there, what is your excuse? Who want to just rock back? What is your excuse? Now, at this point in time, the whole book wasn't open. They didn't understand the whole book. At this point in time, they didn't know what the whole book was about. Because remember the scripture say in the end, just as we in the end today, they did know things, but not as we know now. 7 heads and 10 horns, they couldn't break down who was NATO and the EU back then. But we could break down that now. Yeah, we could break that down now. We could break down who is NATO and the EU through the Holy Spirit. Who Esau is, who Edom is, plenty of them might know. Some of them would know. Alright? But the scripture says, but then shall that wicked be revealed. Right now is when the wicked being revealed to the fullest. We calling out Esau and saying, hey, you is the Edomites, but you so-called white people. In his face. Back then there wasn't they wouldn't know everything like how they know, but there was on so much of fire and so much of zeal that Claudius had no other choice but to run them from his borders. He say, you're causing too much of quarrel, raising too much of hell in my empire. Move. For this Yahushai, all the preaching. Okay? So now that we have everything now. We have everything now. What is your excuse? Now we have every single thing. We know everything. We know the whole book. Back to front. So what I have about Shami, I was shy for that, of course. But we know the whole book. Could break it down. Could go into it. We in the end. The time at hand. The scripture say, seal not these sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. We understand the prophecies of the book. Knowledge increase. And back then these men and them didn't have the understanding that we have now. And there was on fire, there was on blazing hot fire, there was on there was causing chaos in the Roman Empire. Not physical chaos, but there was stirring things up and preaching. And that's why the Apostle Paul say, I will not know the speech of them which are puffed up, but the power of them, boy. You know? He say, I will not know the speech of them. 1 Corinthians 1 verse 19, 4 verse 19. But I will come to you shortly, if the Lord will, and will not know the speech of them which are puffed up, but the power, the force. For the kingdom of the Most High is not in word, but in power. Let me look up what that word power mean. And that is what we have. That you men and them doing absolutely nothing. This is the last go around. This is the last go around. Right? This is the last go around. The scripture say, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. It no more punishment for we sins after this. This is the last go around.
Strong's G 1411. Dunamis. Dunamis.
Dunamis. Strength, power, ability, inherent power. Power residing in a thing by virtue of its nature, or which a person or thing exerts and puts forth. The apostle, a lot of others always say, you don't be on the just fucking cheerleading in the end time. What is the excuse for not teaching the Bible? Not even putting your foot forward to even teach the scriptures? Power for performing miracles, moral power and excellence of soul, the power and influence which belong to rich and wealth, power and resources arising from numbers, power consisting in or resting upon armies, stood upon their feet and exceeding army, forces, hosts. We are part of Yahweh Shai's army, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's army. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier. A soldier is in an army. And thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Right? Strength, by. That's how we are to be strong. There's no excuse time. There was no time for excuse. We went on. We beat Esau. Yahweh Shai beat Esau a long time, but we have our opportunity to do the work of the Lord. Do the work of the Lord, boy. Scripture says do the work of an evangelist. Even back then, there was causing all kind of hell in Rome by just preaching. Now I'm not saying that we're not causing hell. On these Edomites are scared. But it's other brothers who just on the sideline and hearing the word, wake up and do something. Get in line, get in the action, get to work. Get to work. Don't just sit down and the cheerleader. Get to work, right? Okay? So yeah, with that, I'll give all praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.